Hi everyone. Happy Wednesday. I hope everyone's having a great day. This is just going to be a quickie, audio only review. So I'm late to the party per usual, but I finally caught Eternals, and it's not terrible, but it's not great either for me. It's very bland. I think that's the best way for me to put it. Very bland. I had a hard time paying attention to this movie. I it was hard for me to stay invested. And I don't typically have that problem because I have a good attention span, but it was just something about this movie. It just couldn't pull me in the way I wanted it to. And I think part of the reason why I couldn't really get invested is because it was just too much. You were introducing so much, all these new characters. You got like seven main characters. You got to introduce them, explore their complexities, world build, okay, make it make sense within the MCU, bring them into the present day MCU and make that work, and then set up for future stuff because that's what the MCU movies do in the background. It was just way too much. I felt like I was suffocating and I couldn't even enjoy the movie because every 5 minutes I was learning something new and I had to remember it and keep it in the back of my mind. And it was just, no. This movie is 2 hours long, 2 hours plus. And I feel like I know nothing about the Eternals. We got like seven main characters, and you have so many moments in this movie where you're hitting those emotional beats or trying to. And I couldn't care less because we've spent no time with these people. Ajax, I'll have pictures. Ajax dies within the first 30 minutes. And I swear she had one scene prior to her death. And you expect me to feel something? Even when you flash back to how she really died later in the movie, it's like, we really haven't spent time with her for me to care. Like, you have these characters crying. She was a mother figure. She did this and that, but we don't ever see that really. And it's like, why are these people crying? I don't understand. Gilgamesh dies later on in the film, maybe like an hour in. And again, we barely see him prior to his death. I only cared a little bit because of his relationship to Thena. That's it. That's it. If it weren't for that, I wouldn't care less. Then you have Cersei. Somehow she's chosen by Ajax to lead the Eternals, be the prime Eternal. Why? I don't know. They don't really explore that. They don't really explore that. It doesn't, there's nothing about Cersei that screams to me, oh, she does, she should be a leader and whatnot. And there's nothing about that because we don't learn anything really about her. It's just, ugh, I don't know. Like I said, it's bland. Um, I think the relationships, though, for the most part, they were done pretty well. Unfortunately, the two strongest ones, in my opinion, we don't get time with them, which is Makari and Droog and Gilgamesh and Thena. We don't get enough time with these two, and they're definitely the strongest of the bunch compared to, say, Icarus and Cersei and her boyfriend, the Black Knight. Like, I don't know. I felt like Icarus and Cersei, their relationship was rushed to me. And I know it's supposed to span like 5,000 years, and it doesn't feel like that. It felt like a fling. That's what it looked like. They had sex on the beach, and the next thing you know, they're having some wedding ceremony, I think. It was just insane. It was crazy. Um, what else? What else? What else? So the action, it was okay. Bland. That's the best way to describe this movie for me. It was just bland. The villain. Okay, so they're fighting these deviant monsters throughout the majority of the film. And I could really care less. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was very uninteresting because there were no stakes. Like, I look at these monsters, they don't really feel like a threat. You're telling me that they're a threat. They are taking the Eternals' powers, but again, when I'm seeing them visually, there's no threat. You're fine. You're kicking their ass. Who cares? Versus Icarus, that's a threat. Hell, you could have even had, they even had Thena sometimes when she had that memory loss and she was going berserk and trying to kill him. You could have played with that a little bit more. Or you could have really leaned into Icarus being the villain, especially towards the end of the film. And I'm not sure why they didn't do that. I wish they would have done that. But I don't know. It's just a missed opportunity. And as much as I hate the evil Superman trope, because Icarus felt like a knockoff Superman to me, they should have leaned into it in this case. I think it would have worked better. A lot of these characters felt like knockoff DC characters, and it kind of took me out of the movie. I'm not gonna lie. Like, Thena felt like a knockoff Wonder Woman, but she was an interesting character. Makari felt like a knockoff Flash. We didn't learn too much about her, so it's just uh, but her speed, the CGI looked great. The movie looks beautiful. Looks beautiful. Um, let's see. What else? What else? What else? So Sprite. I think Sprite was another interesting character. I kind of liked her a bit. Her being trapped in a child's body for all these years, that's sad. Like, that's extremely sad to be stuck as a child. Then you fall in love with this man. She loves Icarus, but first of all, he never paid her any mind. And second of all, she doesn't believe he ever would, even if there were an inkling of him liking her, because she presents as a child. I think the issue is when you hear Sprite talk, she sounds like a teenager. You know what I mean? Like, she doesn't sound wise. She sounds like a teenager, a Gen Z teenager. Like, I don't know. I don't know how else to explain it. She just doesn't sound like she has been living for thousands of years. She's thousands of years old with all this vast knowledge and whatever. She just sounds like a kid. Um, and I felt like that kind of took me out of me feeling for her being trapped in that body. And then it's like you betray the Eternals for Icarus, who has never paid you any mind. Girl, what are you doing? Anyhow, what else? What else? What else? I feel like that's it. I don't know. Yeah, the movie was okay, extremely okay. I would not rewatch it. I would give it a 5.5 out of 10. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. What did you guys think if you've seen it? Let me know. If not, I will catch you guys later. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Bye.